Kyrie, PJ Ziegler, Fox 8. 42 points tonight, career playoff best for you. What was the difference, and when did you kind of flip that switch, if you will, there in the second half?
We knew going into halftime that we hadn't played our best basketball, so it was a conscious choice that we had to make on our end. How bad do we want it? And we just had to keep it within striking distance. And we knew that our pressure, if we picked it up, we're going to have them commit turnovers and make them feel uncomfortable. And that's when we're at our best, when our defensive intensity is at an all-time high. And, we're playing with unbelievable pace. So it was one of those games that, we had to fight through and we had to earn it. And, that Boston Celtics team is coached well, very well coached. They gave us everything they had. And we had to withstand some runs. In the third and fourth quarter, we were able to withstand them and create a separation for ourselves.
Quick follow-up. Did LeBron's foul trouble force you to be a little bit more assertive there, and how much did that play a role in what you did there in the second half?
The importance of the Game 4, especially the way we came out in Game 3. In the back of my mind, I was like, I'm saying to myself, they cannot tie up this series. They cannot. We cannot go to Boston 2-2 and then, it becomes almost an even series. And for us, our focus level has to be at an all-time high. And the little things that matter, that's going to make the difference within the game. You saw Kevin doing it, being a man down low. Tristan, JR giving us some great minutes, Richard Jefferson, Darren, Kyle, everybody's effort. We needed everything tonight. And, and we all need that from one another in order to be a great team, especially for what we're trying to accomplish. That Celtics team is not going to give up, and they're going to continue to attack us, and we have to be able to face adversity, look it in the face, and say that you're not going to win today. And I'm telling my guys on the court the whole entire game, we've been through this before. We've seen this, we've experienced this, and we're going to get through this. And from that point on, it clicked.
Shai Goldenberg, Hoops Israel. Congrats on an excellent game. In that scary third quarter moment, did you feel like you need to get back up and keep setting the tone? And what's your condition right now?
I'm just thankful that I've twisted my ankle so many times that, plays like that, you have two choices. Either you could, sit there and kind of will in the sorrow of you actually twisting your ankle, or capture the moment. And my adrenaline is still going at this point, so I'm pretty sure when I get home, my body will probably hate me, but it's the magnitude of the moment and what's at stake. And I wasn't coming out for any margin. I wasn't coming out. I knew how much we needed this game and how much my teammates needed me, and the importance of me leading these guys as well as Bron. So.
Kenny Rhoda, WHBC. Kyrie, what is it with you in big moments? Well, why do you seem to flourish in those moments and rise to the occasion?
Just being prepared mentally first, and then letting the physical tools that God has blessed me with take over, and really being just fearless in terms of my approach. When you have a special player like Bron on your team, sometimes you can get caught watching, and you allow him to be great. And then in the case of occasional games where it's my job to be aggressive in all facets and keep us within the game and constantly stay in attack mode. We're quite a different team, and when we're doing our defensive end and my teammates are able to get stops and we're out in transition and we get some easy layups or some easy shots, and I'm able to ISO at the elbow, get some quality looks, we're a great team. So I don't take it for granted for having great teammates, because without those guys, I'm not able to attack the rim and be able to create and be able to have the space that I have out there. So Boston did a great job loading up on our ISOs, but we started to take advantage of it in the second half.
And a quick follow-up. Why does this team love adversity?
That's sort of a complex question, but adversity has a way of really bringing out the best of people, or it can bring out the worst. And I've been on both sides. I know a couple of my teammates have, and us as a team, we've been on both sides as well. So, you just have a choice to make. You know, and it has to be a fearless approach, and it comes from up top from our leadership. You know, I'm not going to waver. I'm not going to show any signs that of giving up or anything of that matter. And my job is to continue to play and continue to lead these guys as best I know how. And it's a difficult task, but you know, adversity is part of life, and it's a part of the game, and it's just basketball. And if you leave it all out there, and you can look yourself in the mirror after the games, and you gave it 150%, that's all you can ask for from yourself.
Dave McMenamin, ESPN. Kyrie, I'm not trying to put LeBron out the pasture by any means, but at some point he's spoken openly about this. He mentioned to me in the second round, he said, you're going to be in a position to lead this franchise in your prime. Do moments like this matter in that development, in that passing of the torch? And do you think about that process occurring at some point over the next several years?
It's hard not to think about, because as I continue to get older, and I'm playing with an unbelievable player like Bron, you know, from the outsider's perspective, it could, you know, it could be seen a few ways. And for me, you know, it hasn't been anything short of difficult of trying to figure out when, you know, when will it be my time? When will it, you know? And the honest answer for me is that I cannot give any energy to anything that people say would be best for the team, or even sometimes what I think would be best. My job is to be in the moment, especially with an unbelievable player like him. You have to just enjoy the ride just as much. You know, individual goals that you have to just push to the side, because this team nothing's promised, and who knows what would happen down the line. And this is probably hands down the best team that I've ever played with, and probably will play with if we all stay together. But you know, you just have to be really confident in who you are as a person and stay true, and then, you know, make decisions from there and be able to apply basketball at a very high level. And you can't cheat the game, and I've learned from some of the best that have played this game, and you can't cheat it. And you know, I've become more of an observer as well as a leader at the same time, which I'm super proud of. So it all comes with the great veteran leadership that we have in this team that allow me to do that.
Chris Fedor, Cleveland.com. Kyrie, you've mentioned now twice in the last couple of weeks just about how great this team is, beyond the talent, which is obvious, everybody sees it. What is it that makes this group so unique, so special?
I said it last year when we had a very special team as well. But you just look at the individual journeys that we've all endured, and how Griff has put this team together, and how it's gelling very well, and how we've all seen a lot. So even in myself, I'm 25, going on year 6, going on year 7 next year. But I've seen a lot in this league, and I've had the luxury of being a part of a very special team for the last 3 years. So when we come into practice and everyone's locked in, true professionals, it makes the game a lot more fun, and the sacrifice is well worth it.
Rick Malone from the Medina Gazette, Chronicle Telegram. I think from the time of LeBron's 4th foul until the end of the 3rd period, a little less than 19 minutes, you had 33 points. What's it like when you get on one of those personal roles offensively?
You almost hit the, I think you guys have heard it, almost like a runner's high, where you get so